Civilization is a movement, not a condition, a voyage, not a harbor. A general definition of civilization. A civilized society is exhibiting the 5 qualities of truth, beauty, adventure, art, peace. You cannot have both truth and what you call civilization. The height of a civilization can be judged by its mathematics and its music. Civilization itself is a certain sane balance of values. The true test of civilization is not the census, not the size of cities, nor the crops, no, but the kind of man the country turns out. While civilization has been improving our houses, it has not equally improved the men who are to inhabit them. When tillage begins, other arts follow. The farmers, therefore, are the founders of human civilization. We must plant the sea and herd its animals, using the sea as farmers instead of hunters. That is what civilization is all about, farming replacing hunting. If civilization had been left in female hands, we would still be living in grass huts. Civilization and profits go hand in hand. To be able to fill leisure intelligently is the last product of civilization. Increased means and increased leisure are the 2 civilizers of man. In our rich consumers' civilization, we spin cocoons around ourselves and get possessed by our possessions. A decadent civilization compromises with its disease, cherishes the virus infecting it, loses its self-respect. Civilizations should be measured by the degree of diversity attained and the degree of unity retained. All great civilizations in their early stages are based on success in war. There is no document of civilization which is not at the same time a document of barbarism. You can't say civilization don't advance, however, for in every war they kill you in a new way. To walk through the ruined cities of Germany is to feel an actual doubt about the continuity of civilization. The degree of civilization in a society can be judged by entering its prisons. Civilization is nothing else but the attempt to reduce force to being the last resort. Western civilization should be feminized. What do I think of Western civilization? I think that it would be a good idea. In general, the more civilized and refined the people, the less poetic are its morals. Everything weakens as it mellows. In our civilization, men are afraid that they will not be men enough, and women are afraid that they might be considered only women. Civilization is the progress towards a society of privacy. The savage's whole existence is public, ruled by the laws of his tribe. Civilization is the process of setting man free from men. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. The whole history of civilization is strewn with creeds and institutions which were invaluable at first and deadly afterwards. If no set of moral ideas were truer or better than any other, there would be no sense in preferring civilized morality to savage morality. All civilization has from time to time become a thin crust over a volcano of revolution. Classes struggle, some classes triumph, others are eliminated. Such is history of civilization for thousands of years. Civilization is a stream with banks. The stream is sometimes filled with blood from people killing, stealing, shouting, and doing the things historians usually record. While on the banks, unnoticed, people build homes, make love, raise children, sing songs, write poetry, and even whittle statues. The story of civilization is what happened on the banks. Historians are pessimists because they ignore the banks for the river. Civilization, I believe, come to birth and proceed to grow by successfully responding to successive challenges. They break down and go to pieces if and when a challenge confronts them which they fail to meet. I do not believe that civilization will be wiped out in a war fought with the atomic bomb. Perhaps 2/3 of people of Earth might be killed, but enough men capable of thinking and enough books would be left to start again, and civilization could be restored. The nature of breakdowns of civilization can be summed up in 3 points: a failure of creative power in the minority, an answering withdrawal of mimesis on the part of the majority, and a consequent loss of social unity in the society as a whole.